era... Aquí. Seguimos. Me gusta la textura de la galleta, pero no sabe mal, sabe bien. Pero me gusta más la textura que el sabor. ¡Ay! ¡Pero quiero más! Un momento, un momento. Vale. No sé qué está horrible. Vale. Espera. Joder. Joder. Ojo. Se pueden tener los dos al tope. Wow. Vale. No me apetece. Hoy vamos a ir. Ahí, vale.
Let's see if we can make this place a... Hello, Petya. How was your day?
Can't complain. Thank you.
De nada, cariño. Hablamos con el gatito.
Good evening, Augustus. Had a nice day? Just listen to that purr.
Y ahora nos vamos a la mansión. A ver si es eso de que hay que hacerlo el día 11 o es hasta el día 11. Llévame.
Evening, Trophim. Could you take me to the Countess's manor, please?
Está mudo hoy. Espera, no voy a poder hacer... Uy, claro, un momento. Vale, voy a... Entonces voy a hacer la última visita con Roman. Y luego ya... Vamos para allá. Roman!
Hello, mademoiselle.
I wondered if it was a good time to continue our tour. I know I've taken far too much of your time already.
Please. I take as much enjoyment from our time together as you. Perhaps even more.
Espero no escuchen. Y si no, pues escuchen.
Now the question is, where shall we go? You know, the creature you asked about before, the Nav, at the time I knew nothing more than what was in the book. However, I dug a little further and found that we happen to have our very own Nav legend right here in town, on Lover's Island.
How thrilling! I would indeed be most interested to learn more.
It's decided then. We're off to Lover's Island, where tales of our Nav await.
Aquí me va a preguntar si le quiero besar. Ay, espera. Me muevo, perdón.
Ah, splendid. It's still here.
Is this something you've done before? Tours of Lover's Island for the local townswomen?
Ha, only for those with a thirst for folklore who also desire to spend an evening in a cold boat. In other words, never, though I've made the journey alone many times.
Then I feel lucky to be beside you. Did you say a cold boat?
I did indeed.
¿Está frío? Todo lo que...
So, Lover's Island. Such a curious name.
Mierda. Le tenía que haber matado o haberle mentido a la sirena, tío. Me cago en la
You will
puta.
soon come to learn just how curious.
And you say this place has a connection to a nav?
Yes, you see, a nav is said to arise from a tragic or untimely death. A soul grown hateful towards those who enjoy the life of which they were robbed.
Very cryptic. And who exactly is this nav in question?
Several hundred years ago, this town and its surrounding counties were owned by a cruel lord, a
A ver,
general.
eso me pone que se escucha como estoy masticando, pero no.
The lord's most loyal underling was a man named Dragomir.
Dragomir?
Yes, Dragomir was a native of town, and as such, he had been the lord's closest advisor since being gifted with the estate.
¡Fuck!
With all his flaws, Dragomir had been vital in keeping the townsfolk safe from his lord's most vicious acts, redirecting his anger elsewhere.
And the island?
In his youth, Dragomir spent many a long day escaping to the island with his childhood love Elena, far from the eyes of their parents.
So this is an island where lovers elope.
You won't think it's so romantic when you hear the full story.
That's a shame. It is a hauntingly beautiful place for romance to blossom.
That's not to say romance cannot return to these shores.
I look forward to hearing the rest of it. Let's head out.
¿Le pregunto un beso o qué?
We've arrived. Explore at your leisure.
Sí. Artefactos.
What do you have there?
It looks like part of an old oar, preserved in the mud.
We are surely not the first to set ashore here under the cover of darkness. Let us continue the tale. The Lord was known to marry every year only for his wives to disappear, leaving behind terrible rumours of their demise. When it once again came time for the Lord to take a wife, Dragomir's childhood love, Elena, was a victim of the Lord's desires.
Such evil.
Enough to rival even the darkest of authors' minds, though I'm afraid this is not fiction. Where were we? Oh yes. On the eve of her betrothal to the Lord, Elena plotted with Dragomir to elope together, leaving town and the cruel Lord far behind. They were to meet in the old abandoned house on this island, their secret childhood sanctuary. Now let us continue exploring.
An old bronze candlestick.
Perhaps it is the very same that was lit on that dark. The Lord held tight patrols around the perimeter of his estate. The only route of escape was across the lake where no guards patrolled. Dragomir held watch duty outside the Lord's chambers that evening. He would have to wait until the dead of night before he could leave unnoticed. He would leave a boat for Elena to row to the island after dusk, where she would light a single candle in the window as a sign of her arrival.
A beacon of hope on the darkest of nights.
Dragomir would meet her there and the two would sail together to the opposite shore where a horse and freedom awaited.
To risk one's life for love.
Would you do the same?
Yes.
For the right person, yes, I believe I would.
Mi novia. La mujer de... El pringao este, que no me sé ni su nombre.
Then this right person you speak of should consider themselves lucky beyond compare.
Bueno.
Would you?
Joder.
Even if love were not a factor, I would do so, just to help her escape a cruel and undeserved fate. Though I am somewhat mistrustful of horses. Let us continue.
Let's go. Okay.
An
go.
abandoned house.
I believe it predates the Nav legend. A hermit is said to have
Y aquí
lived
me
here
llegó
during
Alisa.
the Dark Ages.
Alicia se llamaba. Y yo la abandoné aquí. Es que me cago en mi muerte.
The hour approached, and Dragomir crept from the door of his lord's chambers, making for the lake. He arrived at the shore to see Elena's boat was absent. As to be expected, she must be awaiting him on the island.
All according to plan, thus far.
He rowed through the dark water. As he drew nearer, a light became visible, flickering on the island. Dragomir reached the shore and ran to the doors of the house, his heart filled with joy.
You really know how to set up a character for a fall. I'm picturing him skipping with a picnic basket in hand.
Ha! It's a storyteller's #1 trick of the trade.
Joder, macho, cómo mejora la relación.
The higher the heart,
No hay más que
the
subir a 100,
greater
100.
the fall. Dragomir flung the door open to find no sign of Elena, just a solitary candle burning upon the windowsill.
Oh.
Haunting.
Quite.
It appears to be some kind of blade.
Yes. I'd say a spear tip. The remnant of a bloody deed, perhaps. The tale continues. The door to the house suddenly slammed shut, followed by the sound of a large bolt sliding into place and a familiar voice. You dare try to flee with that which is mine? The Lord spoke, and Dragomir's eyes filled with horror.
I have a suspicion they aren't getting on that horse.
Now you will burn, spoke the Lord, and with that the house was ablaze.
Carajo.
Dragomir screamed in anguish as the cabin was engulfed. On any approach to the windows, the spears of the Lord's men would greet him. He was trapped. Dragomir burned to death in this very house, betrayed by his love through fear.
And what of her?
Elena was wed to the Lord that very morning, the scent of Dragomir's burning flesh still clinging to the Lord's beard as they kissed. Her fate after that day is unknown.
Horroroso.
Such evil as I've never heard.
Then you should consider yourself lucky.
And why is
And with that, I'm assuming, a Nav was born. One who knows only hatred, pain, and despair.
Well, yes, according to the local residents, though I find the reality far more comforting.
¿Cómo era esto?
Which is?
Desprecio, desdén.
That Dragomir's suffering ended that night when his body could no longer take the flame.
Morreu. Joder, me cago en la puta.
You truly believe them to be tales?
I believe all folk tales have a root in reality.
Indeed.
The often brutal conditions of our world cause such unspeakable suffering.
Todo tiene una raíz en la realidad.
This makes us look beyond our physical confines to find solace and justice in the magical.
Perhaps there is more truth in some of these tales than you realize.
What do you mean, Miss Morozova?
I suppose I have seen things that make me less skeptic.
Por ejemplo, mi reflejo en el espejo. Que no está.
I would be eager for you to share these things when you are ready.
Yes, I may.
Yeah, you did that.
Lisa,
Desprecio desde.
I tour the world if it could be in your company, but it may be for the best that this is our last.
Whoa.
I fear people will start to gossip if they see us alone together another night.
Now that is choice. Espérate. Joder, ¿dónde coño me pongo yo? Desprecio desde. ¿Qué hago? ¿Esto va a cambiar mi relación con mi novia? Es que no lo sé. Yo le diría que sea todo. Mentira, menos los gilipollas. No sé. Desprecio.
Then, let us make these rumors true and
Poliamor
official
empieza, ¿vale?
before the townsfolk have means to. If this is agreeable to you, of course.
Far more than agreeable.
Qué mono es.
Every second with you has been filled with joy and beauty.
No, tranquilo.
Then we can enjoy the seconds, hours, and days to come
Wow.
together.
Well, it appears Lover's Island has found redemption.
Ahora viene el
Now
nave
let
ese
us
y nos
return to the mainland,
y nos mata.
together.
Bueno, él. Pero yo soy Marta. Well, damn. Well, damn. Este gilipollas de mierda. Desprecio. ¡Bragomir! Ah, entonces sí es él, carajo. ¿Y la nav será...? No, Rusalka no es. ¿Y quién será? ¿Ves? De eso ya no me acuerdo. Desprecio. Desdén. Hola, cariño.
Seeing your face always makes my day better.
Dame un beso, anda.
I'd very much love to kiss you right now.
Please.
Es que las amo tanto, amiga. ¡Ah! Te quiero. Chao. Bye. Desprecio. ¿Y a este? También le puedo plantar un beso. Así de repente.
Good evening, my dear. ¡Hostia! Venga.
May I have a kiss, my dear?
Pero no he tenido un beso con él. Con Anastasia
I'd love
sí.
nothing more.
Muy bien. Pues 2 besos que me llevo. Por el precio de 1. ¡Chao! Espero que no se conozcan nunca. Desprecio. Joder, ahora se me atraviesa. Esta canción es de El Rey León, by the way. ¿Cuál?
Goodness!
No tengo idea. Trofim. puedes llevar.
Evening, Trophime. Could you take me to the Countess's manor, please?
¿Por qué estás mudo hoy, cariño?
Perfect. Let's head out.
¿Cosia? ¿Iván?
Thank you kindly. Victoria knows something about what happened at the rally. I have to get to the bottom of it, or I'll never find Kolya.
Vale. ¿Por qué estás tan enfumeado esto? Ah, coño, que puedo entrar por arriba. Jaja, que sé.
Eerie to be inside this room again.
Ya te digo,
Alone.
chaval. ¡Ay! 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 Me tenía que-
Lisa, are you
Gilipollas.
spying on us or here to steal?
Ay, qué gilipollas, me tiene que haber hecho.
Either way, you're coming with me to the cellar.
Joder, pues tengo que hacerlo de Roman otra vez.
Eerie to be inside this room again. Alone. Locked.
Mierda. ¿Esto de no poderme ir?
This is half of what you promised, Grigor. Half.
Well, what did you expect to happen when the Countess shifted production towards the main cellar? We have barely any bodies to work with. It's a miracle we even got this much.
All I know is that the Countess is not going to pet you on the head for this.
You are enjoying this, aren't you? You're still blaming me for that scar.
Not at all. This is just business. Bad business at that. Now give me your monthly books. I'll move them to the Countess's safe spot.
Fine. You know this game is rigged, and it won't last forever.
Time will tell, dear. Off you go.
She'd never tell me anything if I confronted her. This is better. I bet there is something among the Countess's papers that I can use to find out the truth.
Pero amor mío. No me puedo ir.
Locked. Locked.
Are we
I
sure
so-
about that?
Hoped that I would never have to come back down here ever again.
I think you miss you.
Yuri. It's hard to say without seeing the face, but this dress. Could it be the same girl from the first painting?
¿Qué first painting?
Yuri. It could it.
Vale, es lo mismo. Escúchame una cosa, cariño. ¿Me va a ver?
It's too dark. I'll break my neck if I walk around here like this.
Two, 5, 10. Good. Surprised that it's all still there. Why the old bat insists on keeping her change here, I'll never know.
None of the cells down here feel like a safe spot. I wonder where she is gone. Let's take a look, shall we? Huh, a tiny key. What could something like this open around here? And some more money.
Hombre, que me lo llevo.
Nobody here learns their lessons, do they?
Hombre, que me lo llevo.
Why did she stop? Of course, a hidden safe. I don't think that there are any keyholes in the frame. That key must be for something else.
Mierda.
There must be some way for me to open it. Think, Lisa. Hello? Can anybody hear me? This cell. Didn't think I'd ever come back here. Wouldn't wish waking up here on my worst enemy. The key fits. I was curious about what's inside from the start. A sheet of paper. I have to admit that's a little disappointing.
Depende de lo que ponga. Ok.
What does it say?
Para empezar, mi primer hogar tan oscuro y extraño. Un capullo para mi frágil estado transitorio. A continuación, los instrumentos de mi educación, sigillos firmes crueles. Por último y más importante, el don oculto bajo mi corona, que me ha dado tanto.
Is this a riddle?
Sí.
What could it mean?
O sea que la condesa también empezó aquí, ¿o qué? Eso me da la clave a esto.
It won't bud. That riddle from the note I found earlier. Could it be the answer? Let's see. So, according to the riddle, Then I should tap the...
No me acuerdo qué decía. Lo último era las herramientas y lo segundo... secretos.
Nothing happened. I don't know if I...
Vale, espera, déjame verlo otra vez. No, instrumentos de educación. Vale. Y por último, el don oculto.
Is this a riddle?
Vale.
It won't bud. Could it... Let's... So...
Ahora,
Then
las
I...
manos. El hombre
Finally,
y la cabeza de la niña.
that's it. It worked. So, what do we have here?
So,
This envelope looks just like the one I, took from the Skortsov house. Feels like a lifetime ago. There are receipts and invoices inside with the town hall sigil. A lot of these seem to be for some sort of construction. There's also some sort of chart here. Wait, what's this? It has Kolya's name written on it.
lista de almas fallecidas. Parásitos. Extranjeros rebeldes. Terroristas. ¿Fallecido? ¿Y Gosia también? ¿Qué?
Deceased? No, can't be. It also lists Gosha as deceased, and I just spoke with her.
No fucking way.
A pearl necklace, but it's quite dull and yellow. It must be incredibly old, yet somehow looks so familiar. I don't know what's going on here, but I should certainly pay a visit to Town Hall. I need to head there right now and get to the bottom of this.
Vale.
What could possibly be inside this envelope that's so important? Oh, I'll just give it one glimpse. No one's going to notice. Nothing ventured. Documents, receipts, shipment orders. A lot of these seem to be for some sort of construction. These look like purchase orders by the vodka bar from City Hall.
Pero lee la carta, hijo.
A lot of these... It seems, among other things, Savelli recently purchased some heavy machinery and rented large storage spaces. Can't quite understand from this what they were buying.
Okay.
Did you think you were the only one who can turn invisible and follow people? I saw you closing the safe. What the hell are you doing here?
Why are you doing these things for her?
You better start talking.
Ah, tal. Es que ella lo sabe, ¿no?
My brother is missing. He was arrested on the day of the rally along with dozens of other people because of the stunt you helped to pull off. I don't know everything yet, but I do know that Madame Orlova is up to something terrible. Trust me, you don't want to be on her side. Let me go so I can get to the bottom of this and help them.
She may not be what you consider a good person, but at least she cares for her own. After that entitled brat pulled my teeth on your command, she was the one who helped me.
On my command? It wasn't like that.
The Countess gave me a job, provided me with Cabernet when I wasn't able to hunt. She has plans for my future. And what have you ever done for me besides enabling that psycho in the yellow dress? You know, Lisa, I'm really glad you came.
Victoria, wait!
O sea. Pues bueno. Lo tengo todo.
Did you think you were the only one who can turn him? I saw you closing the safe.
I know you bribed.
How did you? You should know by now to keep your nose out of other people's business. You better start talking.
Over there!
What are you?
Corre, niña, corre.
Better latch the door before she gets here.
Pero... o sea, ¿qué cojones? ¿Qué cojones? ¿Qué hago?
It's too dark. I'll break my neck if I walk around here like this.
Did you think you were the only one who can turn invisible and follow people? I saw you. You better stop.
Over there!
What?
No entiendo.
It's too dark. I'll break my neck if I
pesada,
walk
ya lo
around here
sé.
like this.
Que me tengo que ir para atrás.
Did you?
Why? Over there!
What?
No entiendo qué cojones tengo que hacer. Quitar la pistola o algo.
Did you think you? I saw you.
Why are... Over there!
What?
Better latch the door before she gets here.
¿Qué? No entiendo. Vale, vale. Vale.
Did you think you were the only? I saw.
Why?
You better.
Over there!
What are you?
Ay. No. ¿Ango o qué? Pero... A ver. Es lo que estoy haciendo y no está funcionando tampoco.
Did you think?
Why are you...
You better.
Over there!
What?
Gilipollas, gilipollas. A ver, es mi culpa, perdón. A ver si logro salir de aquí.
Did you think? I saw.
Why?
You better.
Over there!
What are you?
Vale, joder.
Better latch the door before she gets here. There. She won't be getting through this.
No, pero la bala sí, cariño. No
Let
podéis.
me out. Let me out right now.
I don't think so.
Hey, you know, sounds from here don't travel far.
Really? What an interesting fact.
My coffin isn't here. You will let me out by sunrise, right?
Nope.
Right?
We'll just have to see.
Please, please don't forget about me. I can't die like this.
Igual se me olvida.
I must get to the town hall as soon as possible, please.
At your service. Go, Marta.
¿La salvo o no la salvo?
Thank you, Trophime. For your trouble.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, just one last thing.
Venga, libéralo.
I, kind of left Victoria locked in the basement. Would you be a dear and let her out before
Ah,
sunrise?
joder, qué maravilla.
Of course.
Gracias,
Goodbye, my lady.
Adiós, niña.
Go, Marta.
The scale.
No, excuse me, lady. Iván?
Yvonne?
Lizaveta, what a pleasant surprise.
Where is Gosha?
No me jodas.
I don't have the foggiest idea. Haven't seen her since yesterday.
That's strange. I barely remember seeing you two apart.
We didn't leave on the greatest terms. Perhaps she took our fight to heart. You know how you ladies are.
Us ladies?
I meant passionate people.
Vete a la mierda.
Right.
Métete un dedo por el culo.
What are you doing here at this hour?
I could ask the same of you. But I won't, as I respect the privacy of my fellow citizen.
Yo no.
I hope the same courtesy can be extended to my person.
Nope.
What exactly is your plan here, Yvonne?
You're a doctor, Lisa. Must have been hard to earn your degree, especially as a woman. All the science you had to learn, books you had to read, exams to pass.
De verdad, ¿no?
You must be very gifted. I myself was never a gifted child, if you can
Nadie
believe
te
it.
preguntó.
I was never good at arithmetic, or physics, or chemistry. I struggled with the subjects until I realized that personality, innate charisma, could be an even greater gift. That changed a lot of things.
De verdad.
I don't have all day, Yvonne.
Have a little patience there, Lisa. I'm going somewhere with this. The most important lesson I learned was that people are scared of their own incompetence. It only takes a few careful words to begin leading them down the right path. If you speak with conviction, with righteousness, people will believe you. People will follow you without question. No matter the trials, no matter the cost. Well, most will. People like Gosha occasionally create complications. But no matter.
Pero ni que te lo diga.
All I need to do now is provide that initial spark of action.
Ey, ¿por qué tengo la sangre llena? Ja. Ja. Ahí tengo manito.
But the people trust you. Are they really so expendable to you?
Unlike the thieves and murderers in the town hall, I know exactly what people need. I'm also the one who's willing to do what is necessary to provide it. It's as simple as that. All the vision, all the hope in the world is nothing without clear action, unburdened by lesser worries. Before the sun rises, justice will be served for the common folk at last. Say, you've been a useful asset to the cause. When that kid, your brother, went missing, I thought we'd never see that package.
I should go. Kolya needs me.
I still hope you'll come for the show before the sun rises. No one wants to miss out on the day of reckoning.
The day of reckoning. That can't be good. Now, to search the town hall. No more distractions. Locked, as expected. Maybe I should try my luck via the balcony. Unlocked. Perfect. Looks like someone is still here. The mayor must be working late. Good. Time to answer some questions. Countess Orlova?
Lisa, darling, is that you?
Is that you? Sí, José.
I was just finishing up some work. I
It's
certainly didn't expect to see you
me.
here. Do you have a form to file for the city head's attention?
Something like that.
Well, I'm afraid all the bureaucrats are already gone. No one's putting in the work nowadays, you see.
No one wants to work these days.
Oh, don't get me started on that. The whole country daydreams about getting plastered in the evening and then leaves with the first whistle. And then they wonder why the economy's going pear-shaped and the country is in pig's shit. But I digress. What brings you here tonight, darling?
No sé si mentirle. ¿O qué?
I'm looking for my brother. He's been missing since his arrest the other day.
Your brother? You are aware, of course, that vampires are forbidden to get in touch with their living families.
I am. But you must understand, his life is in danger. I have to help him.
All right, let's put that aside for a moment. What made you think to come here?
Es que no me fío de ella.
I figured if anyone knows where they may have taken the arrested, it would be the mayor.
Makes sense. I'm actually glad I ran into you, dear. There was something I wanted to discuss. From the moment I saw you on your first night in that dirty little nightgown, something told me that you are special. You don't know this, but the envelope that you were tasked to retrieve from that house was quite valuable. I was trying to work out a deal, and man alive, it got me quite some leverage at the time.
I'm glad I could be of service.
Don't flatter yourself too much, honey. Now, stay with me for a minute. How familiar are you with the works of the stock market?
Mierda.
Sadly, I've never had enough money to be interested in that topic.
I see. Well, imagine a big casino where wealthy people come and gamble their money away. Only instead of playing 21 or roulette, They invest in companies and futures. Whoever correctly predicts what will happen receives a substantial payoff.
Sounds like a fun time, if you have the money.
Oh, it is indeed, dear. Good fun. Now, I know you've wrestled some with your new identity. Tell me, where do you stand on your eternal...
Es complicado.
I keep going back and forth on that one.
Fair enough, dear. I found that there isn't one correct answer myself. However, none of those fools playing the game have what you and I have. None of them live long enough to see the truth and learn their lessons. Any vampire who's lived longer than a century and not become rich is a waste of opportunity incarnate. We can invest in people, play them like cards in our hands. We are able to predict what will happen better than anyone because we've seen it all happen 1,000,000 times over right before our eyes. But even other vampires, none of them have our heads on their shoulders.
Un momento. Yeah.
What exactly are you trying to say?
Have I not made myself clear? I am offering you to become my protege, silly. You've earned it. You've proved yourself. Victoria, Hussar, and all the others. None of them have what it takes. But you and I, we can move mountains together. You'll live with me at the manor, and I'll teach you all there is to know about running a thriving business. An empire.
No.
We will bend the country itself to our very will and live like the queens we deserve to be.
Eso me gusta.
I don't think I can.
Don't tell me. I know what bothers you. It's your missing brother, isn't it?
No, eres tú. Or.
How did you know that?
Like I said, I have my ways. Don't worry, you won't get in trouble for being in contact with him. It will be our little secret. Well, what if I told you that I could reunite you two before sunrise?
Ya, pero va a ser convertido en vampiro.
How is that possible? I don't even know where he is, let alone the fact that he's arrested.
For as long as I've lived in this country, and it's longer than I care to admit, dear, the law has never worked the same for people like me versus people like your brother. I can promise you not only his freedom and safety, but that your whole family will be taken care of for generations to come.
Alan.
You've proven yourself worthy. You've earned the right to power in our ranks. And now you may choose what to do with it. Come with me and we can change the world together. What do you say?
Madame Orlova, thank you for your generous offer.
No.
But I'm afraid I can't accept it.
That is truly disappointing. I expected more sense from someone like you, dear.
Somebody come get her. She's
I'm afraid I have to
dancing
run now. Time is money, as I always say.
Somebody go get her. She's dancing.
Oh, and good luck with finding your brother. Hope he is well.
The Countess was just holding that. Anna Karenina.
Anna Karenina. Somebody come get her. Oh wow. Oh wow.
There must have been a reason why the Countess was holding this, right? Wait, there are some odd markings in here.
Padl. P-A-D-L-U-S-H-K-N-P-C-E. Hello. Hola. Ay, qué susto.
This is to commemorate Savelli's first day in office. It must have been around the same time I was turned into a vampire.
Guardadito.
Quite an antique. Must have been here for ages. The man in the painting was one of the town's first government officials back in the 14th century. Don't know what's more shocking, how much has changed since then or how much hasn't. What a beautiful dog. Makes me a little sad that he isn't alive anymore. The colors and decorations of the room are different, but it looks so similar to this one. If the man in this painting is an old city head, he probably posed for it right in here. Could it be? If that's true, then there's probably a door behind that bookcase.
What? What? Se la sudó.
I'm not going anywhere before I find out where Kolya is. I know the clues are here somewhere.
¿Puedo usar algo?
There must have been a reason why the Countess was holding this, right? Wait, there are some odd markings in here.
¿Y yo qué sé? ¿Y yo qué sé? Ay, wait. Ah,
Savelli doesn't seem like the kind of man who would drink at work, yet these shot glasses are always here. Strange. Why don't I borrow them for a spell? Savelli's scales. Wonder what he needs them for. I can't move them. The scales are built into the table. They must be a part of some mechanism. Let's see. There. Something clicked. That must have been part of the puzzle. Stability. Huh. Clever. This is to commemorate Savelli's first day in office. It must have been around the same time. The hints from Anna Karenina must be leading to this. Some of these books are decoys. Which books should I pull? And in what order?
Fausto. Formar oraciones con las palabras resaltadas. PDL. Pushkin. Aparece un demonio, después la posada, luego un cínico sensible. Dicho. Ay, Dios mío. Niña. Ahora hay que hacer pis, ¿no? Ah, Pushkin es el autor de La hija del capitán. Hay un demonio en Fausto. La posada es el lugar importante en el molino de la suerte. Y Pechorin es el protagonista de El héroe en nuestro tiempo. O sea, claro, pero yo no sé esto, yo no me he leído estos libros. La hija del capitán. Fausto. El molino de la suerte. Y el héroe de nuestro tiempo. Wait.
There must have been a reason why the...
Déjame leerlo, anda.
Wait.
Pushkin. a, apra, apareci, unde, en, no, mono, demonio. Me cuesta.
I'm guessing this isn't where he
La
keeps
palabra
his winter
enrojas la
clothes.
primera y a partir de ahí haces la oración con las demás resaltadas.
Let's see where it takes me.
What the hell?
If someone told me about this, I would have called them a liar. Goodness. No matter. No way but forward.
Tengo miedo.
How
Tengo
deep does
miedo.
this rabbit hole go?
Ay, bichita. Bichilla, está toda dormidita. Se está echando una siesta, la pobre, le da un ataque. Ya está cansadísima. Ay, mi amor.
What fresh hell is all this? Why is there a hidden prison underneath the town hall?
Estar aquí, Colly, entonces.
This must have been what the construction bills were for. Hello? What did they put you in here for?
Shh, they'll hear us. Go away, we don't want any trouble.
How are you holding up, lazy bastards? Don't mind me, folks. Keep to your business. Ha!
Oh my god! Kolya? Kolya? Kolya, can you hear me?
Lisa? What are you doing here? How did you find me?
It doesn't matter. I came to rescue you. Let me take a look. The wound is terribly infected. He must have sepsis. He won't last through the night.
That bad, huh? At least they didn't throw me to the lower level. Whatever it is they do down there, I never want to know. I think they treat me better than Sam since you gave them some coin back then. Thank you.
Don't even mention it. Those greedy bastards. What did they do to you?
Nothing they didn't do to the others. But my old wound from the rally never quite seemed to heal.
Me parece que era una contusión.
At this stage, and in this place, there's only one way I can save him. For that, he must drink some of my blood. But will he even agree to it? Do I even want this life for him?
No lo quiero convertir. No lo voy a convertir.
I just wish it didn't hurt so much.
And the light will await you and me. Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awake and the darkness will flee. And the light will await you and me. Await you and me.
Is that Mother's lullaby? I haven't heard it in so long. I feel like I'm finally home.
He's not breathing. I can't stop now. I need to understand what is going on here.
Ay. Santo Cristo.
No! I don't want to go! Where are you taking me? You'll just have to see for yourself. Please, let me go!
Más abajo.
Sorry, pal. It's not up to me. I don't make the decisions.
Luca. Gosia.
Not up to me. Please, I'm begging you. Let her stay.
I'm sorry, Mom. It's not up to me. I'm just doing my job. Come on, Miss Morozova. Let's hurry this up. Country's orders.
Let go! Let go of me! She will get better, I promise. She knows all the treatments. She's a doctor herself.
Right. Well then, she can cure herself, where she...
Alexei, do something.
What's going on here?
Come on, let's head out.
Vale. Oh, tía, ¿qué haces aquí?
Gosha? Are you all right? What happened?
Lisa, I can't believe it's really you. Listen, what happens in here, it isn't meant for human beings.
How did they find you? Yvonne said he saw you recently. That you two got into a fight or something?
We did. He didn't seem to care about all those people who we lost the other day. It made me question if he was the right person to lead. And I was stupid enough to tell him that.
Are you saying?
That's right. The police were still looking for me after the riot, and that smug bastard turned me in.
¿Perdona? Hija de...
Can't say I'm surprised.
It's my fault for believing in him in the first place. There were so many red flags. I should have known.
Don't blame yourself, Gosha. You only wanted what's best for the people. That son of a bitch is to blame for all that.
On the bright side, at least I know where everybody is now. Silver linings. Huh.
Just stay put. I'll try to get you out of here.
Thank you. Just be careful. These people, they aren't joking around here. If you don't make it back here for us, I'm not going to blame you.
Ay, ¿qué quieres que haga? Bu. Ah, no, este sí.
That snake. It's the same symbol as on those documents. My God! The stench! I'd be sick right now if it was biologically possible. I've never seen anything like this. Is that... Oh! They skinned them. Why the hell would someone do this?
Sábanas.
I need to get out of this room right now.
Me voy a...
Oh, such rancid blood. Not even the worst of us would dare try to consume this.
¿Qué, mi amor? ¿Lo quieres levantar?
What the?
Bastante sangrado, ¿no?
This place. This monstrous place. It's
Así se hace el
so
Cabernet.
familiar.
Joder.
No. So similar. Similar to that room from before. I don't feel so good.
This is where we keep them, Doctor. Are you sure you want to proceed?
Sí, mi amor.
Goes without saying, but it isn't safe.
Quite sure, my boy. They are still people. They deserve some compassion.
¿Quieres levantar ya?
Of course. Well,
Mi niño
if you
precioso.
don't mind, I...
Yes, yes. I'll take it from here.
Thank you. Good luck.
Goodness. My name is Dr. Volkov. I am volunteering here for the next few days. Is anyone up and ready for an examination?
Doctor, over here.
Un momentito. ¿Ya? Nos levantamos, hacemos pis, merendamos. ¿Sí? Venga. Vamos allá, Puchi. Vamos allá, mi amor. Venga. Dame un segundito.
Evening, young lady. When was your last checkup?
It's not for me. The woman on the next cot, she doesn't speak the language.
You sure are burning up yourself.
Nothing to do about that. Not anymore.
And what makes you think so?
Cholera wasn't treated in time. Kidneys are now affected, so the truth is, in a place like this, I'm afraid I don't have long. But she still has a chance, though, if you act quickly.
Is that so? How do you figure?
She has dysentery and needs intravenous therapy right away. We haven't had a doctor here in days. I tried to tell the nurses, but no one will touch us. There's not much time left, Doctor. Just see for yourself.
Let me take a look. Let's see. She's certainly malnourished. High fever. Now, where is...
There's no chart. They don't bother to keep records for us here. But she's often nauseated and there's blood in her liquids. Don't ask how I know that.
I see. In that case, I believe you're absolutely right. We shouldn't lose any time. Nurse, prepare an intravenous drip right away, please. Excuse me, miss... Sorry, what was your name again?
Lisa. Morozova. How is she?
Well, the patient is still resting, but I think it's fair to say she'll be all right.
Good.
Where did you learn all this, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a doctor as well. Just graduated from the medical academy.
That's quite impressive.
Thanks. All the good it did me. You're that traveling doctor people in town were talking about, aren't you?
I suppose I am. Listen, Miss Morozova, how would you like to be my assistant? It happens so that I just got an opening at my practice, and I'd hate for this kind of talent to go to waste.
Oh, doctor. Why would you tease me about something like that now? You and I both know I'm not getting out of here alive. In a different life, perhaps?
Perhaps it could...
So that's how it happened. Dr. Volkov must have also been the one who brought my things from home, too. No time. No time for any of this. I need to press on. Those poor creatures. Their necks seem to be hooked up to some type of machine.
got you, you little weed.
So that's Doc. No time. No. This is it.
What did I say? What did I just say, Tamara? That's right. I said not to disturb me during my peak productive hours. The decrees won't publish themselves. Besides, Why, you aren't Tamara at all, are you? I suppose a welcome is in order. What brings you here, my dear?
What in God's name is happening here?
I beg your pardon? Oh, of course. You must mean my blood export system. I can see how it may appear a little jarring to an unprepared visitor.
A little jarring. People are being tortured and killed right outside this very door.
See, I wish more people expressed genuine curiosity before casting judgment. Isn't that what science is all about?
You're not wrong. Why don't you tell me more about this system of yours?
It would be my pleasure. As you know, I care deeply about my fellow man, my neighbors, those working so hard just to get by. During my early years in government, oh Lord, this takes me back. One of my responsibilities was to pay visits to officials in different provinces. I met people from all around the country, from all kinds of backgrounds and all sorts of trades. It didn't take me even 2 months to realize that everything was rotten, inside and out, chaotic, in complete disarray. Every little town was exactly the same. Hospitals shamefully understaffed, roads ridden with potholes, good people suffering in poverty and drowning in drink. And no one did anything about it. No one even cared. They were too busy lining their own pockets. Police and most of my colleagues, all corrupt to the bone. Bureaucracy stopping any feeble attempts to take action. It made me boil with anger, Lisa. Livid. I swore to myself that once I rose up, I would get rid of the chaos that is our country. That I would turn it around. Help my good fellow citizens. Design a system.
And what system would that be?
Since I've become mayor, the town has improved, wouldn't you say? In only a few months, local businesses have received loans, roads have been fixed, willing people have jobs.
That may be, but at what cost?
Precisely. Everything in this universe has a cost. And that's exactly where the system comes in. You're a smart young lady. You must understand that money doesn't come out of nowhere. Say, a building needs to be fixed. You need to take the money out of the town's budget. But it's all been squandered or stolen by your predecessors. Ultimately, nothing gets done. Frustrating, isn't it? But what if there was a whole demographic of consumers in constant need of expensive liquid product?
Cabernet.
Exactly. I learned about the existence of vampires once I climbed high enough as a government official. It's not that big of a mystery as long as you have the right connections, you know. It's shocking that your species, some centuries old I might note, was sitting on a gold mine, but had no clue how to adapt it to the modern world. It took me 5 minutes talking with the Countess to put 2 and 2 together. By producing Cabernet, she managed to make enough coin to run her estate. But she completely missed out on a bigger opportunity.
And what exactly is that opportunity?
The old crone drained using archaic techniques. Her manor sales only offering space for a few. But you and I, Lisa, we know that we live in a burgeoning age of industry, of endless production possibilities. Moreover, she only made Cabernet from those of noble birth, foolishly thinking their blood was purer. But you and I, Lisa, we know of the equality of man, that deeds determine true worth. My operation quadrupled turnover by draining lawbreakers, the slothful, illegal foreigners. It uses the parasites of the earth to lift up society. Everybody wins, Lisa. You, me, the good townspeople, the deserving citizens of our country.
You're out of your mind. This is barbaric.
My system solves 2 problems at once. It disposes of those who seek to keep us in ruin, and it provides significant income to benefit the people. Unfortunately, the Countess managed to find out about my enterprise and threatened blackmail if I didn't cut her in. I didn't mean to bring it up, but if a certain someone didn't steal my private correspondence, I would have made a much better deal. All the profits would have gone into the town's budget, and our fellow citizens would be better off. But like they say, water under the bridge. A good politician knows how to work within limitations. In any case, Miss Morozova, I do apologize. I bent your ear for far too long. I take it that you managed to find me all the way down here for a reason. How may I be of service?
I came to put an end to this horror. You have spilled enough blood, and it stops now. Even if it's for the sake of the greater good, I just can't be a part of this.
¡Ah! No te creo, llevo muteada todo este tiempo. Llevo muteada... Bueno, en fin, da igual.
What's going on here has to stop.
Lisa, you're breaking my heart. Well, I'm truly sorry we couldn't make a deal. Before you go, I've always loved that old counting rhyme. Do you know it? How does it go again? Crescent came out of the fog, took a knife out of his pocket. I will cut and I will hit. Either way, you will be it.
Oh. Te arrastras por detrás.
What happened?
Oh, you're up.
Where are all my things?
Mayor Skortsov ordered to lock you up, I'm afraid. All your property has been confiscated.
That bastard.
You're the first vampire I've guarded, you know? Fascinating stuff.
What an honor.
Feayong says, @archebiltopviewersstream.com.
Shut the fuck up.
It's full of fresh blood. This would last me a while, only I can't bear to drink it, knowing where it comes from. My coffin. He must have ordered it to be brought here so that I don't fry in the morning. How long does he intend to keep me here?
By the sound of it, you're in for the long haul. Nothing personal, miss. Just doing my job.
Vete, mierda. Ah, ¿Ah? Es... ¿El tío este? Sí.
Dragomir.
In a cage yet again. Have you learned no lessons?
Pues no, hijo, no.
Maybe I would have learned more if I had a better teacher.
Don't blame your errors on your elders, child. Nonetheless, looking at your soul anew, I can see that I was right about you. It is clear you've discovered your own path towards becoming a lion, a predator of the night.
What you're saying, that isn't me.
Tell yourself what you like, child. I look upon your spirit, and I see the truth. Your destiny shall go beyond this prison cell and swamp of a town. How tedious it must be to have a wolf's blood flowing through your veins, but to be bound to a sheep's body. But those days are almost over. A new beginning nears. There is just one more step left before true power is at your fingertips.
What is it?
Show the one who put you in the cage who you really are.
¿Cómo?
Drink every drop of his blood.
No.
Feed on every scream he emits. The reward will not leave you wanting. Are you ready?
Ojo. No quiero hacer eso.
I can't do it. This is not who I am.
If only you listened to me. You could have become the maker of history, the master of rulers, the forger of destinies. Instead, you will stay here forever, imprisoned by a mortal fool. Let this be a lesson to you. So much potential wasted. Pity.
Gracias, majo.
Hello. We've met before, haven't we?
Couldn't say. I meet a lot of people in my line of work.
You used to guard the way to Savelli's office.
I think I remember you. You were with that lady with the scar, weren't you?
Yes, exactly. My name's Lisa.
Luca.
So they've put you all the way down here now.
I've been promoted.
Right. Promoted. How did you end up working here, if you don't mind me asking?
I've been working at Town Hall for decades. Seen my share of mayors pass through.
And how does Savelli compare to the rest of them?
Well, at least he doesn't drink, doesn't steal. That's a first, I'll tell you. The town seems to flourish.
True, but what about all this? Hundreds of innocent people abducted and tortured.
Our people need a firm hand, you know? Besides, they say the people down here are no use to anybody.
Yeah, well.
No offense.
None taken. So, how do you feel about...
I could do without the blood, if I'm honest. And the people's screams. I don't even want to think about that.
Then why do you keep doing it?
One day, I was notified that I was promoted. I was pleased. Could use an extra coin or two. They didn't tell me much. Just ordered me to go down the stairs.
And then what happened?
When I saw all this for the first time, I was horrified, of course. But once they bring you here, there's no way back. If I tell anyone what happens in this place, they'll just drag me back down. Only, I'll be on the other side of the bars. I've got a family that depends on me. I can't abandon them. I'm afraid this is my life now.
I have to get out of here, and I think Luca might be able to help. If I can just make him trust me a little more, perhaps I can enchant him. Of course, there are always other ways. Say, Luca? How are you enjoying War and Peace?
Have you read it?
Of course. I'm a physician, and Tolstoy often reflects on the ethics of my trade, and upon life and death. A man can own nothing while he is afraid of death, and to those who don't fear her belongs everything.
Huh. So you're a literary type as well. That's quite refreshing.
He seems to have warmed up to me. I may be able to enchant and influence him now.
Lately, I only talk with people around here due to my shift hours. They aren't the most cultured bunch.
That must feel lonely.
I don't want to complain, but all they do in their spare time is play cards and drink. I'd like to talk about something a little more interesting.
I feel like we get along just fine, Luca.
I reckon so.
Say... Listen, Luca. You aren't such a bad person, are you? You have compassion for other people, for your family.
Alcanza el rango vampírico más alto. Yes.
I know you understand that what goes on down here is not right. These people are not expendable. Criminals are not. They're human beings. They can't be treated like this.
But what can I do? If I tell anybody, they'll kill me and everyone I care about.
That's why you can leave it to me. Just let me out of here and I promise I will shut this horror factory down. You and your loved ones will be safe.
All right. This may be worth the risk. But I can't just let you walk out. They'll kill me.
Why don't you tell them I enchanted you and forced you into submission?
You can do that? Maybe you lot should be behind bars. All right.
Just lay down as if you fainted for 10 minutes or so. Then you can alert everyone.
Agreed.
Gracias, Majo.
Good luck.
I don't have much time before they start looking for me. I need to get out of here and tell everyone what's going on.
Vale, espera. Perdón, corazón.
It's her! Shoot her now!
Severely warned that she can turn invisible. Look out.
I made it out! I can't believe it.
Mi gente!
What is going on out there?
Mi gente, escuchen.
Our people have been enduring this tyranny for centuries. Ruler after ruler after ruler. The story is always the same. Oppression,
Ay, mi amor,
poverty.
muy bien.
Unlawful imprisonment for true heroes, like my friend Gosha, who was apprehended last night with no notice or reason. And what does the ruling class get? Palaces, gold and power. Don't trust the honeyed speeches of the new officials. This is the same fairy tale we've been told, but it's all lies. And this is exactly why we can't trust the rotten government to execute our rights. It is time for a better future. It is time for everyone to unite. It is time to burn this place to kingdom come.
Wait!
What the hell?
There are people locked up down there. We need to save them.
Don't listen to her. When the tyranny stops today, the power goes to us.
No.
No regrets.
Did she say there are people still inside?
Haz que tus decisiones provoquen una explosión en el ayuntamiento.
Quick! We need to help them!
Hurry up, everyone!
Hello?
Ay, por favor. ¿Qué es esta fantasía?
Ah, and a happy New Year's Eve to you too. Of course. I'll pass it on. No, Dr. Volkov. You gave me your word, didn't you? No work talk tonight. Only holiday joy. Yes. Of course, helping vampires build a sun tolerance is a very important cause. But the research will still be there after the holidays.
Tiene el pelo cortito. Dios, qué guapa.
That's better. That's quite all right, Doctor. Speak soon. That man would work himself into the grave if he could. No more work tonight. I need to take my mind off it. What's on TV?
¿Qué? ¿Guapa? Por Dios. ¡Ah! ¡Gatito! What? ¿Augusto es un vampiro ahora?
My dear Augustus.
Bueno,
I simply can't imagine my life without you.
Bueno, me meo.
We made the right call turning you into a vampire cat, didn't we?
¿Qué? ¿Cómo hice eso? Dándole cariñitos igual.
I may have never mastered the piano, but I always admired the instrument. Sometimes I wish I took more classes with Anastasia. Only have myself to blame. I don't usually care much for awards, but this one feels special. It's the highest honor given by the Medical Academy. For groundbreaking contributions to hematology. All that blood research the doctor and I used to do really paid off. Took decades to conduct, but luckily, I had no shortage of time. Had to use an alias, of course. Can't keep my real name on the records. Otherwise, over the decades, people would catch on. Especially now with the internet real.
Este juego es tan bueno, tío. Este juego es tan bueno, por Dios.
Anyway, the name may be fake, but the lives we helped save were very real.
Okay. ¡Ey! ¡Ey! Esto estaba más. Y tengo 500. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah, mira, lo tengo todo. Wowsies.
An appraiser friend of mine recently looked at this painting. Turns out, over the decades, it appreciated in value and is now worth a small fortune. Don't think I'll ever sell it, though. Means too much to me. I heard vampires get quite attached to their possessions as they get older. Guess I'm not immune to that.
Qué fantasía.
Home sweet home. It may not be much to look at, but it's
Me
mine.
encanta su
And I
puta
do
casa.
love it here.
Joder. It is Christmas. Christmas.
My dear Anastasia. After the divorce with Evgeny, she changed her last name back to her maiden one, Anastasia Tsvetkovich. It's been almost a century, but it still feels like it was yesterday when we parted. I remember it so well. After years together, I confessed to you my true nature. You were startled, but compassionate, comforting, as you always were. How I wish you had accepted my offer to turn you.
What?
But you chose a mortal life over the one I have, soulless and eternal. I, in turn, was understanding too. Besides, how would you listen to your beloved choirs within churches as a vampire? Rest in peace, my love.
¿Y Petia? Pues nada, a ver la tele.
Well, Oksana, only a few hours left till we get to celebrate the much-anticipated year 2000.
¡Hala!
The new year is flying fast towards us, and what better present for the nation than the first annual address of the newly elected President Chernov?
Absolutely. It's been a tumultuous year for our country with the tragic, sudden passing of the former head of state. Luckily, Anatoly Chernov promptly took matters into his own hands, first as acting president and now as president-elect, after the results of the official emergency referendum.
That's right, Maxim. President Chernov has already demonstrated his firm and efficient governing style. In his short time in office, he's issued orders to reinforce the defensive military budget and has also introduced a zero-tolerance policy towards illegal immigration.
Huh?
Finally, our people will have the much-desired stability back into their lives.
Can't wait to hear what he has to say at midnight.
Tenía que haberlo matado.
Me too. Say, Oksana, what are you going to wish for when the clock strikes 12?
Well...
Fools.
Your ride is here, ready to whisk you away to that dreary business of yours.
What? ¿Y este comeback?
Here to ruin our delightful festivities.
I really do appreciate your yearly visits. It does get a bit lonely around this time, and you certainly liven up the place.
It's true. I'm nothing if not entertaining.
That you are.
Lisa, are you all right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
If this trip makes you so gloomy, there's no need for you to go. I promise you a better time will be had here. Arbin sent us a case of that vintage Cabernet.
Always a good time, but sorry. I think I need to go. It's something that just feels right, as difficult as it is.
Fine. You got to do what you got to do. You've always been a stubborn one.
Look who's talking.
Shame. I was really looking forward to introducing you to Anton.
Bueno, es que no lo dije.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. I do really want to meet him.
Como le quiero.
Don't worry. If all goes well, there will be an entire
había olvidado
eternity
eso?
of chances for you to get acquainted.
That's true.
And if you feel like company, just give me a call, all right?
Mhm.
No matter how much fun I'm having, I promise I will drop everything immediately to come and support you in your stupid mission. That's how much I care about you.
Thank you. It won't be necessary, but it's noted and appreciated.
Good luck there. It will be all right.
Wow. Tío, es que
Getting close now.
So, here I am again. Good to be back. It's hard to believe the last time I set foot here was around a century ago.
hay un Cabernet, por favor.
Vampires generally aren't allowed to stay in the same place for more than 20 years. Otherwise, people start asking questions. Small towns have surprisingly long memories, but you can usually come back once it makes sense for you to pass as your own offspring. Nowadays, they call permission to stay a vampire visa. Higher society granted me one for this town decades ago, but I just haven't been ready until now. I'm not sure why, but I feel like I owe my old friends a visit in this new millennium, even if it is at a cemetery.
Joder.
Here we are. That will be 200 coins.
Perdona.
I thought I asked you to stop by the field.
Sorry, lady. No dice. Too much snow.
Te voy a regatear.
200? That would be a ripoff even if you brought me to the right place.
Excuse me.
But you know that yourself, don't you? Here's 120, and that's with a tip included, considering it's New Year's Eve.
Fair enough. If you don't mind me asking, why did you choose to come here? This place is, well, it's a bit of a hole.
None taken. Trust me, I know. Honestly, I'm not so sure myself. I used to live here. I guess I just wanted to walk down memory lane.
Well, good luck with that. And hey, Happy New Year's Eve.
Happy upcoming New Year.
¡Hombre!
I'm happy to say that my research grant did wonders for Dr. Volkov. With his newfound financial independence, his blood addiction subsided, and soon enough his own research was back on track. Thanks to his many decades of hard work, Cabernet became vastly more accessible, and bloodlust and dependency risks were reduced greatly. I can't imagine how many lives have been saved, humans and vampires alike. Of course, not everyone in the vampiric world took to the new formula. Many claim it tastes inferior and keep to the old methods. Perhaps I'm being optimistic, but I still hope that it will become the new norm in the next century or so. As for the doctor himself, he, of course, didn't stop there. Currently, he is working on a solution that will allow vampires to withstand sunrise.
Bastante malísimo.
Imagine that. Sounds like a fairy tale to me, but knowing the doctor, honestly, I'm betting that he'll get there one day. I just hope he doesn't exhaust himself to his final death in the process.
Okay.
I'm happy to say that my research grant did wonders with his newfound financial independence.
Ah, vale. No
sadly, Anastasia never found the ending to the piece she was writing. And our relationship, as passionate as it was, didn't last as long as I had hoped. Music school, of course, was shut down, and to my knowledge, no one has ever opened one again since. After a few years, we lost touch, so that's all I know about her fate. Kirill, it's been a while since I thought about you. For as long as I stayed in town, nothing really seemed to change in his life. All the same tricks and schemes. And after that, needless to say, we didn't keep in touch. Call me naive, but I always felt there was more to him than met the eye. Perhaps I would have learned more if I got to know him better. But, of course, it's a little late for that now.
Oh well, oh well, oh well.
This place sure looks grimy, but not without its own kind of charm. This monument was built to commemorate the countless victims of the town hall tragedy.
Pero, creo que ya se ha caído. Sí. Te has caído, mi amor. Mira, aquí anda. ¿Se usa el sofacito? ¿Te quedas aquí un ratito? ¿Quieres dar más paseitos? Mi vida.
That night indeed became an important one in the town's history. I could have never imagined the consequences of delivering one small package before I saw them with my own eyes. Even Ivan himself didn't realize exactly how much irreversible damage his largely symbolic act of rebellion would bring. I was lucky to have enough loyal friends who helped organize the rescue team. They managed to extinguish the fire, and I led them to the upper floors of the underground facility. The townsfolk managed to save some people before the bomb's damage caused a cave-in. Most of those imprisoned on the lower levels never again saw the light of day. I think it's safe to say that somewhere on a subconscious level, the people of town never fully recovered from the tragedy. Since so many of the horrors beneath Town Hall were vampire-related. Shortly after the rescue operation, the higher society sent a hypnotist crew, a well-trained, powerful group of vampires. Of course, there wasn't any enchantment strong enough to completely remove those memories. However, they did manage to alter them enough to convince the humans that what they saw was all standard prison torture practices. Horrible and illegal, yes, but nothing beyond the depthless depravity of mortal beings. The corpse chamber and draining floor, no more than a gruesome dream that faded with the sunrise.
Lul.
The infamous Savely Skortsov, the purportedly non-corrupt mayor of town, ended up being a ruthless sociopath.
Qué guapa no puedo, eh?
There wasn't much left of his secret office after the dust settled from the explosion, but my opinion is that Savely ended up being buried in the ruins of his own monstrous creation. The worst part of it all was that there wasn't much evidence left intact to link him up to his crimes beyond a reasonable doubt.
¿Quieres bajar? A ver, hija, te bajo. Pero tienes que poner de tu parte. Gordita. ¿Qué?
While many people connected the dots, many more loved his public work and the town improvements he made with literal blood money. That left him written in the town history as a somewhat controversial figure. Some see him as the picture of an honest official, and others as the madman that he really was. In contrast, the next mayor the town elected remained in his position for nearly a decade and was entirely inconsequential. During that whole time, he arguably did less to improve the town than Savelli did in a few months. But then again, he didn't organize brutal murders beneath town property. Well, at least that we know of.
La puta condesa.
The Countess, predictably,
Lisa, por Dios.
kept adjusting with the times and growing her fortune. After the Cabernet producing facility at the town hall was destroyed, she took a loss and had to pivot. However, when the doctor terminated their contract, she never ended up finding a decent replacement.
Fuck you.
It didn't take her too long to bounce back, though. More partners came forward soon enough, and eventually other business opportunities presented themselves. Some say the Countess is now running one of the biggest mafia networks in the country. It's only rumor, of course, but in all honesty, I would certainly not put something like that past her.
Yeah.
Victoria still works for the Countess.
Joder.
Say what you want about her, but she's a loyal one.
Okay.
It clearly didn't go unnoticed by Countess Orlova, and, albeit unofficially, Victoria is widely considered to be her number 2. They say she leads the departments that are heavy on the dirty work. Rumors, of course, but rings true, doesn't it?
Ay, mi niña. Lo siento tanto.
No one knows for sure what happened to Elisa.
Lo siento tanto, Elisa.
Some say she finally got fed up with her small-town life and moved to a bigger city.
Sí murió.
Others claim that one of her Russian roulette games went awry. But no one can say exactly where that peculiar woman went. I, of course, had my suspicions. Her obsession with Sunrise left me worried, so I mentioned it to those close to her. All agreed that she wouldn't want anyone else to know, and that's why the likely story of Elisa's demise spread no further. Her secret bar, of course, had to shut down without her, but it remained her legacy in certain circles for a long while. People remembered it fondly after its closure and told stories of legendary nights spent there. The tales grew with embellishments until no one knew what was true, like any good story eventually does. There were vampires who attempted to recreate Elisa's success by building their own such establishments, but no one was able to quite capture her same type of magic. Maybe at least in your next life, you will see all the sunrises your heart desires.
Lo siento, Elisa.
While I still lived in town, Arbin stayed here for as long as her vampiric visa allowed. We had our fair share of adventures together, and to this day remain close friends.
Nice.
When she finally left, for a while she tried to maintain her establishment from afar. But alas, literary salons went out of fashion, and eventually they built a regular housing project in its place. Arbin overcame her internal struggles about siring and ended up taking several fledglings under her wing. Unsurprisingly, each and every one of them is well and thriving. She often credits me for that, but really, she's always cared for the newly turned, just like the moment I first met her. Arbin eventually moved abroad, but still sends me a case of delicious red every year. What do you know? The store is still here.
Lul. Nunca llegué a entrar a la iglesia. ¿Y Román? ¿Y Roman? Joder.
If you're looking for champagne, vodka, or flowers, don't bother. They're all out.
Is that right?
Well, why else do you think I'm still open? All the demand, no other supply. That's good business.
Happy New Year's Eve. The bouquet over there, please.
Cutting it a bit late with the presents, aren't you? You'd better hurry home, or you'll miss the president's speech.
Thanks, but I don't think I'll be watching this year. Not my cup of tea.
What? Don't you care about your own country? See, that's the problem with your generation. You hold nothing sacred.
Ah, Generation? Cariño. Te saco 100 años.
Oh, really? And what generation do you think that is?
Generation of spoiled brats. You've seen nothing, done nothing, and fought for nothing. You have all the freedom in the world, but no, you just complain and demand more. Show some respect and be grateful for one.
Are you finished? Listen, I'm not who you think I am, but I don't expect you to understand that. Mark my words. I've seen this happen to our country time and time again. At this point, I feel it in my bones. Like how some with arthritis can feel rain coming.
What are you babbling about, girl?
Every time there was hope, a person like that man came to crush it. No one has found a way to break the cycle yet. So, of course, I've come to not expect much. All I'm asking is, think. Think and care about your fellow man. Then...
Ay, perdón, cariño.
How much have you had to drink?
Enough for a lifetime. Happy upcoming New Year.
Ah, te iba a decir, salió alguien.
It's moments like these that I regret making fun of the hussar for smoking.
Are you all right, dear? Hope you don't mind me asking. You look out of sorts.
Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you.
Do you have a place to go tonight? It's New Year's Eve, after all. No good being by yourself.
Thank you. I do have some old friends I'm visiting.
Oh, that's lovely. You know, I overheard what you were saying back there.
I know it sounded a little rough, but trust me, he needed to hear it.
Oh, no, dear, I didn't mean it that way. I would have said the exact same thing.
Y punto.
I was just like you when I was younger. Didn't let anyone walk over me.
I'm not as young as I look.
Let's talk again in 50 years, dear. See who's right about this.
Sounds good.
That Chernov, though, he's trouble, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just as we managed to turn this rusty ship around, they're pulling the wheel again. Still, all this time, I never lost hope. Not once. And you shouldn't either, dear.
Thank you. I think I needed to hear that today. You know, you remind me of an old friend of mine.
Fine.
Friends, of course. Sorry for keeping you, dear. Your friends are probably wondering where you are.
Don't worry. They're quite a patient bunch nowadays. Do you need any help carrying your bag?
Oh, no, bless you, dear. I live just around the corner.
Really? In the old apartment building?
That's the one. My great-aunt used to own
Faina?
it before the revolution, and I inherited it. I'm very lucky. It's apartment number 1.
It's Faina.
Stop by for a cup of tea sometime if you feel lonely. Have a wonderful year, dear.
Thank you. Well, what do you know?
Voy a llorar.
Locked. Can't blame them, really. I guess I'll just have to do it like in the good old days.
No. ¿Y Roman, tío? Ah, Husa.
Nothing has changed all that much in the Hussar's life. Same old cards, drinks, and revelry. And of course, intrigue seems to follow him everywhere he goes. Till this day, he serves the Countess.
Joder.
He laughs it off every time it comes up, but deep down, I think it still bothers him not to have his freedom. Who knows? Perhaps things could have turned out differently. Maybe they still can.
Pero si lo acabo de ver. Hello. Lo acabo de ver al chaval. Ahí me voy a tirar, ¿vale? Los viejos tiempos. Vale, ¿y el bookstore, tío? ¿Y Roman? ¿Me la suda ese tío? Supongo. Pues bueno. Ah, estará aquí.
Unfortunately,
Oh, gilipollas este.
poor Evgeny never quite managed to pull himself together.
Me la suda.
To my knowledge, he never published anything else, and his alcohol problem just kept growing, along with his debts. Eventually, he had to sell the house and leave town. I haven't heard much about him since.
Qué pena.
Looking back, it may have been a bit cynical of me to save Demian, only to kill him shortly after. I like to think that I've become less bloodthirsty with time, but I may not be the most objective judge. Rest in peace, Demian.
Oh, Yossi.
For decades, I've tortured myself over what happened that night outside of Town Hall. Although Gosha, along with many of the prisoners, managed to survive the explosion, she just couldn't live with herself knowing that she, although indirectly, caused so many deaths. I'll admit, it was difficult to get over her passing, especially knowing the part I played in it. Rest in peace, Gosha.
Hombre, joder.
Roman and I were very happy together for years, but I just couldn't bring myself to share with him the full truth. As any relationship with a mortal, this one too had to end. I thought I'd destroy the poor man's heart, but, of course, he was as kind and understanding as ever. He ended up traveling around the world at least 3 times in his life. He managed to connect with all kinds of people and hear the legends of their homes and ancestors. It wasn't just for his pleasure either. He published several tomes on world folklore, which were translated to dozens of languages. He loved the people around him, and he shared that love in his favorite way, through his books and stories.
Qué grande. Ay, Petya.
I'm happy to report that Petya is still alive and well. He is, of course, still bound to Matilda's body, but at this point, I think even if someone offered him a different form, he'd turn it down. He may have never made it as a great salesman, but in a way, the fact that he no longer interacted with customers in his new body only did him good. Petya opened a small doll boutique, and it turns out, when someone else was selling his dolls, people absolutely loved them. He never took it personally, though. Petya was just happy that the dolls found good homes. Of course, to open a business, he needed a human for the paperwork, and I decided to help him out. So, for quite some time, I was the face of an honest-to-goodness doll-making company. Human or vampire, that's something I never imagined happening in a million years. But life is just full of surprises. Oleg and I never became close, but at least till I left town, he kept running the shop and seemed to be doing fine. Although, I'm sure he would have preferred to keep his hand. I always felt a sense of gratitude in him for sparing him. In retrospect, I think I'm glad I didn't end up taking a life for an old grudge, albeit a very heavy one. I wonder if the Rusalka is still out there somewhere. Did she ever forgive him? When I delivered the package for Kolya, I didn't realize just how much pain and destruction it would bring to the town. Of course, Ivan himself didn't quite know either, since few knew who and what hid underneath Town Hall. The impassioned speech delivered by Ivan, the mesmerizing flames dancing around the building, these reflected the rage and frustrations of the people. It was only later that the crowd started to see the events of that fateful night in a different light. In the chaos of the riot, Ivan managed to escape.
Luis Mataros es hola.
He later gained notoriety amongst anarchists and radical members of the movement as the man who gets things done. Some say he was involved in the assassination attempts on the head of state in the early 1900s, and some treat him as a hero. I will refrain from casting historical judgment. However, as someone who knew Ivan personally, I can say this with certainty.
No. Fuck him. Faina.
I only knew Faina for a short time, but somehow the memory of her has never faded. She meant a lot to me. She still does. I took care of your flowers as best I could, for as long as they lasted. Rest in peace, dear Faina.
A ver, estoy dejando una rosa a todos.
Trofim took our last talk seriously. He took his time to think things through, kept away from the bottle. He saved some money, and then one day simply went and resigned from the Countess's service. He wasn't lying about his fisherman skills either. With the seed money I gave him, he managed to start a quite successful fishing stand at the town market. From what I can remember, he ended up living a long and happy life doing something he loved. Should we all be so lucky?
Joder, qué bien.
Marusa was full of promise, and I took it all away from her in a single night. If I was put in a position to choose someone in town to perish, she would not have been high on my list. But alas, I am not, and can do nothing now to remedy it. Rest in peace, Marusa.
Joder. Una florecita para ti, una florecita para ti. Y ya está, ¿no? Me tengo que sentar aquí, creo. Ay.
I did what I came for. I suppose it's time to go home.
Le quiero dar un abracito, Mira qué bonito.
Oh! Huh. Strange. Snakes usually brumate over the winter. Their metabolism slows down, they stop eating, and hide out underground till it's warmer. Nobody must have come here for ages. I bet I scared it out of its hiding spot. Slithering back to the shadows. How the mighty have fallen.
Espera, en verdad me quiero sacar una foto aquí.
Oof. The church sure has seen better days. What does the sign say?
Evicted. Dios ha muerto. Manténganse alejados. Terreno peligroso. Este edificio está infestado de serpientes y declarado en ruinas. Llevaremos a cabo la demolición de la estructura para construir una piscina pública en primavera. Ministerio de Salud.
Condemned. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So, it's not technically a church anymore, and I don't need an invitation.
Oh my god! Por fin voy a entrar.
Does that mean I can enter it?
Oh! Oh!
Wow. It's been over a century since I've been inside a church.
Cariño, jaja, nunca estoy.
I'd forgotten how it looks, what it smells like. I'd forgotten how much I missed it. How much I wanted to come in sometimes when I was scared and lost.
¡Ahí va!
Oh, damn it.
Cuidado, mi niña. Ay, mira qué chulo, tío.
The Morozov family. Minus me, of course. I remember how even before I was allowed to touch matches in church, Mother would let me light candles for people we knew. I loved doing it, partly because of the excitement of the dangerous forbidden flame, but it was also more than that. Even before I knew what it meant, it felt important.
Luis Mataros es, se oye el
Why
juego un
don't I
poco
light
por
some
encima
candles
tuya.
now? I may not get
No
another
pasa nada.
chance.
Se está acabando de todas formas.
I should get the candles first.
The candles.
There. It's not easy being an older sister, but being a younger brother must have also had its challenges. And Kolya. Poor Kolya. If only things worked out a little differently, maybe he would still be around.
Yeah.
It was my fault. I miss him. Rest in peace, dear brother. People tend to only say good things about the dead, but We all knew Father was far from perfect. Slowly but surely, drinking turned him from a kind and loving person into a monster. But some fairy tales do have a happy ending. He managed to quit drinking soon after that fateful summer.
Oh my god.
I couldn't have been more proud of him. I might be giving us too much credit, but I feel like Kolya and I might have had something to do with it. Mom stuck with him through the rough months. Uncle Mitko helped out with money before they got back on their feet, and from what I gathered, they both ended up rather happy.
Yippee!
So glad I managed to get this new picture of them. Of course, according to higher society laws, we're never supposed to get in touch with family, but I bent the rules just a little. I got into some trouble, of course, but that's a whole other story. Rest in peace, dear mother and father. Funny thing, for over a century I've lived so many lives. Different names, cities, friends, and enemies. I've seen more people live and die than one can count. But even after all this time, I still think about my family. They never faded away.
Oof.
I could have done things differently, and every day I have to live with my choices and my mistakes. Some of them are heavy and bury themselves deep in my gut. From what I hear, every vampire receives a keepsake like that sooner or later. Maybe that's the true payment for eternal life. Or maybe it's a part of any life, really.
Sí. No tanto.
I don't know if they ever fully go away, if I'm honest. But they remind me to do things differently, to be better. And when I do, sometimes I feel human again.
Quería sacar una foto de su carita preciosa. Sin eso, pero no.
I think I know what I'll light it for.
Esperanza.
I've seen people in this country go through so much suffering. Wars, revolutions, tyranny, famine. So much has happened, and yet so little has changed.
Oof. Durum.
Some people say this country is cursed, hopeless.
Se ha caído esta perrita un momento. Es caído, mi amor. No. No. ¿Qué? ¿Estás cansadita ya? ¿Te vas al sofá? ¿No quieres, ¿Vale?
I don't know if I believe that. I've seen fates crushed by a short sentence. I've seen lives saved by a simple embrace. No matter what they say, a person's choice can make a difference. So you might as well do your best. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll all make enough of the good ones. And for now, there is hope. Demons may be hereditary,
Ya está, lo conseguí.
but we are in charge of them.
Mira el fondo de pantalla.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
¡Qué juegardo! Se va a mi top 3, Wow. ¡Wow! Me flipa. Vamos a hacer más runs. Hay que probar más cosas. Hay que ser totalmente malévolas. Y también no tanto, pero más que aquí. Igual no ayudar al doctor, a ver qué pasa. ayudar más a la condesa, yo que sé, matar a Trophy.
Luis Mataros es. ¿Y cuál es top 2?
Stardew. Stardew es el 1. El 2... No te sabría decir. Igual este. Y el 3 pues aún no lo sé. O sí, pero no me acuerdo. ¡Guau! No, pero me encanta. ¡Wow! ¡Qué pedazo de juego, de verdad, Me encanta. Me encanta. Juegardo, Juegardo de verdad. Wow. La 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 la. Me ha encantado tanto este juego. Y es verdad que tardé un montón en volverlo a jugar, pero es que soy así. Soy así y ¿qué le hacemos? Así hay que quererme. Pero me ha encantado. Uf. Ojalá otro. Cabernet 2. O más. Mira, lo de la bomba solo el 4,3. Por ciento. 49 logros. Logros de 89, chaval. Lee 5 libros. Aprende todas las canciones del piano. Gana 500 monedas.
Luis Mataros es. Más comunismo.
Más comunismo, por favor. Gracias siempre. Wow. Me ha gustado muchísimo, Ay, en verdad me gusta el fondo que tengo ahora, que es Stardew. Pero... ¿Qué pasó? Ay, pues me voy, Es que justo llega hasta el final. Turu, tu, turu, tu, turu, tu, tu. ¿Qué me ha dicho este señor? Sírica. Oh. Tara, ta, 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 ta. Ta, 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 ta. Oh. Me piro, me piro. Me piro, vampiro. Me ha encantado el jueguito. Bye, 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 bye.
Luis Mata.